Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of the Inter Milan Career Mode series on FIFA 19. We are points behind Juve, but with a game in hand. We could go top again with this game at home against Bologna. We'll start by simulating that, then we'll play Torino, we'll play Dortmund, and we'll play Fiorentina. And hopefully, by the end of today's episode, we will find ourselves with a good first leg lead in the Champions League and top of Serie A. Although, if you missed yesterday's episode, we have altered the sliders in the save to make things more difficult. And yesterday, they were knocked out of the Coppa Nazionale with Internazionale. And unfortunately for us, no domestic cup trophy this year. The league is still very much on. The Champions League is a possibility, although possibility is probably the only way to phrase it. They pull one back, Bologna, through a penalty in the 82nd minute, but that is going to be 3 points for us. And, of course, Juve have played on that day as well, so it must be the game against Torino that's our game in hand instead then. So, win this next game, and then maybe we can go top of the table again. Torino's side is as strong as it's going to be from their starting 11 that was there by default. I'm just going to throw Lautaro Martinez into the starting lineup for me. And I'm also going to give Van Huysden a game too, ahead of Stefan de Vrij. Alex Telles has already grown up to 85, which is great news. Bruno Fernandes up to 86 now as well. And Martinez is 82 and has been for a couple of months now. So really positive growth from all of our team. Hopefully we can have really positive growth in the league as well and go from 2 to 1. Here's Baselli. Trying to close this out with Bruno Fernandes, who does well, but it's only going to fall free to Nicolas Nkulu. And then we've stolen it off him with Politano. I see the space on the far side for Perisic. We hit it early looking for Bruno Fernandes. And the Portuguese doesn't give us a 1-0 lead because Sirigu sorts his feet out well and makes a good save. Win that, Raja. Well up, son. Really well done by the Belgian there. Took his while to get going at Inter, has to be said, after making the move from Roma. But, oh, is that a foul for them? It is. But got his first inform on Ultimate Team recently. And it's been good for me in this season as well. We could win that header. We have done, although it hasn't gone anywhere near Lautaro Martinez. Hoping that he can step up for us in today's game. Couple of goals from Mauro Icardi against Cagliari yesterday, proving that he too can still contribute to the goal scoring abilities of the team. But Martinez is, I believe, my highest league goal scorer this season. So it would make sense in league games to play my top league goal scorer, wouldn't it? Perhaps we'll play Icardi in the Champions League because he has that little bit more quality in his overall game. Bruno Fernandes, oh, it's meant for Nangolan. Can we still get to that first and eventually find Perisic? I was meant for Martinez, Fernandes. Oh, I was meant for Nangolan. Deflected straight down the throat of Sirigu. Frustrating start so far. Martinez all through the gap nicely. Brozovic, this should be 1-0, but it isn't. Sirigu makes a top save. And Fernandes, I'm going to pull this back to the man on the edge of the box. It's Raja Nangolan. We'll let fly from there. Sirigu makes the stop again. With just the 10% increase in goalkeepers' ability, it now feels like fuck goalkeepers rather than Carimo goalkeepers. On Carimo, goalkeepers tend to be a bit questionable, but on Ultimate Team, you do get the odd goalkeeper that just makes save after save after save. It's very, very difficult to break them down. That's what it feels like now here in Career Mode. I have been streaming a lot of Ultimate Team over on Mixer, as I know a number of you will be aware after seeing the streams yourselves and the little notification videos, etc. I put up when I go live. So I'm starting to get a better feel of how to get the better of goalkeepers. Baselli through the gap. Lulic to Zaza. Oh, good strike, good save. Haven't altered my goalkeeper abilities or my player abilities whatsoever. My sliders are still set to default 50 all across the board. It's just the fact that Handanovic is a damned good goalkeeper that we're able to keep them out so far here, Torino. That's a good ball in, and Handanovic rises well to catch well. We'll bowl that out quickly there to Bruno Fernandes. And it's meant for Lautaro, to be fair. It's probably good that it didn't go to him because there was an extra defender there that I hadn't seen. Nangolan will lift that over looking for Perisic. That's a beautiful ball. The Croat will bring it down. Inside there to Nangolan. There's Lautaro Martinez looking for his 9th goal of the Serie A season. But Salvatore Sirigu denies us again. Can we get one from the corner? No. Tough game this against Torino, but they are one of the better sides in the division, or at least they're one of the sides having a better season this year in the division. I don't know whether Torino, all told, are actually one of the best sides in the league, but they're in a Europa League spot currently, so they're not that bad. Forward there to Samaris. Berengoya. Oh, what a delivery, Baselli. How was how did Handanovic keep that out in the first place? Unbelievable save, but Baselli's able to get to the rebound. I need to see a replay of that. Teasing cross from out wide, and he's so unlucky, Handanovic, because that's one of the best saves I think I've seen for a very long time. Unfortunately, his defenders aren't there to back him up. Politano's going off for Balde Keita. Extra pace out wide and fresh legs. Will it be enough not only to get us in front as the plan was, but to start off with? Now we've got to come from behind. Perisic. Bruno Fernandes. Back there to Nangolan. Balde Keita. Lautaro Martinez. Bumped off it, but free kick given. Now then, what can we do from this position? I don't know if I've got any free kick specialists here. I certainly do with Bruno Fernandes. Can we get ourselves level? It's 20 yards out. Can we get it up and over the wall? Yes, we can! What a wonderful goal from Bruno Fernandes! That is a stunning free kick. I wasn't sure if from where I was taking it, I'd be able to actually get it up over the wall and down again. You have to be so careful with power. It's either too much and it flies over, or too little and it hits the wall. We've found the sweet spot there with Bruno Fernandes. Just the right elevation, just the right amount of curve, just the right amount of dip, and the power to boot. Torino 1, Inter 1. Now we can go for the winner. Perisic in there to Fernandes. Nangolan short. A bit unnecessary, the little fancy flick. Fernandes finds João Mario, who's off the bench. His shot's blocked. Lautaro Martinez, his shot saved. 10 shots we've had in this game according to the stats. João Mario should have done better with that. But only the 1 goal so far. Salvatore Sirigu is playing very well indeed. This is what we wanted, a challenge. Changing those sliders in the last episode has certainly livened up the way that the games are being played, and hopefully you guys are thoroughly enjoying the changes. I'm enjoying recording this series more so now that I know that I'm going to get a challenge, and it's not just me walking over everybody. I'm actually having to earn my points and play well to ensure that I get them. This is exactly what career mode is all about. My passing still needs improving, apparently. Trying to close down Josh King here. That'll be a corner. 6 minutes to go. Fabian, the Spaniard, formerly of Napoli, into the middle, and Handanovic holds on well. For a couple of killer passes here from I am looking for a couple of killer passes, Martin Tyler, but I haven't been able to find them, unfortunately. Had to rely on a set piece to get the goal in this game from open play. We've been creative enough, but not clinical enough. Joshua King could cross the ball into the middle here and does so win that header. Thank you, Milan Skriniar. Do not want to be losing this game in the last minute. Handanovic with a good save. Keep that in. Don't let them have a corner. Clear it. Looking for Balde Keita, and you never know, we might, if his touch was better, we might have actually stood the chance of getting the victory, but unfortunately no. A point against Torino, who inadvertently help out the other side in Turin and stop me from getting 10 shots on goal, all on target. The goalkeeping adjustments we made to the, level on points for the Juve now. The goalkeeping adjustments we made to the sliders certainly having the desired effect. Parma away. I'm going to sim this one because I want to play Dortmund and then Fiorentina away. I'm going to sim it with the rotation side as well, I think. See if we can get something away from home here against Parma, who back in the day were one of the best teams in Serie A. They've got Gervinho starting for them and Jahanbakhsh, formerly of Brighton, of course, the Iranian. It's Inglese, though, that gives them the lead, while Mario equalises on literally the brink of half-time. I'd probably be happy with a point away from home against Parma, although if we can sneak all 3, that would be wonderful. Never mind. We'll head into the game against Borussia Dortmund then. hoping to actually get a victory this time rather than a 1-1 draw. Dortmund as strong as you would expect them to be. They've signed Julian Brandt from Leverkusen on the left and Danny Rose from Tottenham at left back. So a couple of new additions to this team. Christian Pulisic obviously now on loan at Dortmund rather than a Dortmund player having signed for Chelsea, and that being reflected in the updated rosters in career mode. So that's a new option, by the way. Literally in the process of recording this video, the dashboard on Xbox is updated. You can now restart your console. I only want to turn the controller off, and then we can crack on and go and play Dortmund away and hopefully grab an away goal or two. Royce out wide there to Pulisic, twisting and turning well, then letting fly with those accelerative legs. Decent delivery too. Brandt with a header, well held by Handanovic. Bowl this out there to Politano. Danny Rose has pushed a long way forward. We won't look to exploit that later in the game if we can. If he's going to be pushing forward a lot and making himself tired, then hopefully he'll be out of position later in the game. It worked for us against Barcelona with Jordi Alba and Sergio Roberto. It could work for us here against Dortmund as well, although that's a foul there on my man. We'll give that out left here to Brozovic and then work it back to Politano. Cross there to Nangola. That's a lovely turn from Raja. Need to find a teammate though. Here's Politano. There's Bruno Fernandes. That might drop to Icardi. It has. Perisic will hit it early, but Berkey makes the save. Nice tackle by Skriniar on Paco, although he's strong enough to hold me off. Get it back again. Politano tracking back to earn possession back there. Saka around the corner. Politano just stretching at it twice there and can't get to it. Neither can Bruno Fernandes. Danny Rose getting the better of me on that left-hand side. Here's Marco Reus drifting out of position even, to get possession. Witsel to Rose. Oh, I just can't quite get the ball off them. I'm dangling a leg on a number of occasions, but not quite having the extra inches in the leg to be able to stretch and get possession back again. Now, Icardi can make me a good run around the outside here. He's going to be really up against it with Akanji physically, but he does certainly stand a better chance than Lautaro Martinez would in a similar position. Ivan Perisic is in behind though, and he does not give us a 1-0 lead. It's a good save by Berkey, but from that angle, you would have expected him to make the stop. Salko with the throw to Politano. Unnecessary fancy touch there. Brozovic. Bruno Fernandes. Brozovic. Now Perisic is in a better position, and we have our 1-0 lead. Backed away really well from the defence there to find himself the space. Decided to take it on his stronger, technically not as strong. Well, technically they're the same, according to the FIFA stats, but he is primarily, preferably right-footed. So I'll call it his stronger foot, even though he's got a 5-star weak foot. And that's beautifully tucked in the bottom corner. Right, an away goal and a lead at the Velfarden Stadion. Oh, actually, what is it called these days? Just the BVB Stadion. That might just be licensing-wise. I'm not sure. It used to be called the Velfarden Stadion, didn't it? I'm gonna look. Borussia Dortmund. What is your ground called? Signal Iduna Park. And the header. Well up Raja. Bruno Fernandes will get to that first. Good run by Perisic. Quickly get that to Mauro Icardi. Support arriving from Bruno Fernandes. Cut back well. I see the man on the edge of the box. I'm not going to be able to find Brozovic, so it's a good header by Axel Witsel. It's been a really close game, this one. And I'm trying very, very hard to break down Borussia Dortmund, but it's so difficult. They have such numbers back there defensively. They're really hard to break through. Thankfully, we have been able to get that one goal. And as things stand, that's the one goal that's giving us an away leg lead here in the Champions League round of 16. But we're going to have to stay alert defensively to ensure that we don't lose that aggregate lead. And Golan trying to get this off Julian Brandt. Can't. Paco Alcacer to Brandt, and that's gone over the bar, thankfully. But that was travelling at quite some speed. They're making a change. I'm going to do the same. I'm actually going to take Perisic, our goal scorer, off for Balde Keita. And other than that, I'm going to leave it as is for now. Just that extra tiny little bit of pace on the left-hand side. We've gotten in behind once. I'm going to try and do it again with the extra pace of Balde Keita and the fresh legs. It didn't work against Torino. Maybe it will against Dortmund. Royce to Julian Brandt. Oh, he's got past me well. And here's Royce. Right there to Witsel. Dahoud. Pulisic. Good shot. Blocked at source. Witsel to Dahoud again though. Still they come forward here. Dortmund Pulisic to Paco. Looking for Royce. Look, trying to break through the challenge but can't. And now the counter-attack is on. Rajan Angolan looking to get away. I've got Axel Witsel here with me, but we're able to get away from him. Able to get away from the referee apparently. Politano through to Icardi. Oh, couldn't squeeze it through the gap. Such a competitive game, this one against Dortmund. One of the closest games of football I've played in career mode in a very long time. Oh, and Paco shoots wide. Lovely turn by Guerrero's come off the bench here, trying to get Dortmund their equaliser. Telles, good tackle, but still coming forward here. Guerrero, win that please. Skriniar, thank you. Ole Keita, inside to Brozovic. Cross, oh, looking for the man on the far side for Salko, who kind of nails Julian Brandt there, but still we come away with possession. Kinda. Brozovic into Icardi, go back to Brozovic. Balde could make the run in behind the wing back, but we'll get that across there to Nangolan. Politano will look to feed Mauro Icardi, and he will not give us a second goal because Burki makes a good save. But from the corner, we might just. Royce going off for them. Not sure who they've brought on in his place. It's Maximilian Philip. Decent delivery. Icardi's up. Burki's up. Drop here to De Vries. He'll find Alex Telles. Nangolan's in a bit of space, but the space is quickly gobbled up. Where, very eager Maximilian Philip, who has those fresh legs. He gets to the loose ball. Julian Brandt trying to make the difference in the final few moments here. Politano's in behind though. We can make a difference of our own. Politano looking for a man in the middle. Picks up the wrong person. Witsel behind for another corner. 90 seconds to go. Politano delivers it in. Balde Keita's underneath this. Omer Toprak wins the header. De Vries out to Politano again. There's time for one more header here. Perhaps Guerrero and Dahoud will get it away. And there's the final whistle. We'll take the 1-0 win. Very pleased with that. Particularly difficult game away from home against Dortmund. Really pleased that this series is coming alive now with the competitiveness of each and every game. Up next for us was a simulated game, and then it's Fiorentina away. It's Sampdoria up next. Padelli is worried about his role at the club. I wouldn't worry too much, my man, to be completely honest. We're 2 points behind Juventus now at the top of the table. The two-horse race perhaps looking like he's going to have an out-and-out favourite sooner rather than later if we aren't able to pick up decent results in the next two games. We're going to need to beat Sampdoria, we're going to need to beat Fiorentina, and hope that Juventus drops some points. They will be strong in the run-in, and Cristiano Ronaldo is scoring a lot of goals as well. Prior to the start of this episode, he was the league's top goal scorer with 17. So he may well still be, although there was someone else that was chasing him down actually on 14, and then it was Paulo Dybala was next as well. Icardi misses a penalty in the 66th minute. Is that going to cost us the chance of victory? No, Martinez scores, and then they go right at the other end, Sampdoria, and get a penalty that Quagliarella puts away, but we do get the 3 points. Massive results. Juve win as well though, and Ronaldo's still leading the way at the top. It was Piontek on 15, Dybala on 14, Petagna on 12, and Lautaro Martinez is still my leading league goal scorer there on 9. He will start in the next game against Fiorentina up top. Oh, I need 3 points in that game as well, please. This is how the Fiorentina side looks. It's a wide 4-3-3 with Veretout sat holding Gerson and Benassi in the midfield, and the pace of Luis Muriel up top will be difficult to deal with, and Podence on the wing as well. 94 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. Piazza's no slouch, but he's not as fast as the other two. And then a strong defence with Albert Lafont in goal, who is ever growing in stature in Italian football. Martinez up top for me for this one, back in for the league game. Will he get us the goals to win? And then to Luis Muriel, it's good footwork, out to Piazza. Brushes past me, and Muriel, Gerson even, breaking forward from midfield. 1-0 to Fiorentina inside 3 minutes. It's not taken them long to do what Dortmund couldn't. Incredible start to the game for our hosts. Terrible start to the game for us. Telles forward there to Brozovic. Look at the pressure that they're putting on me, Fiorentina. They've opened themselves up to this. Politano equalises. Stunning finish on his weak foot too. 7 minutes in, 6 and a few seconds, it's 1-1. I thought, shall I turn inside on his left or shall I just hit it? I thought I had the space, so I went for it. Lovely ball across. Great first touch. And the second was just as good. Thumping finish. Matteo Politano's 4th goal of the Serie A season. And our first of the evening. It's Piazza. No, De Vries doesn't let him through. That pass was meant to go all across to Perisic, and I might be made to pay for that misplaced attempt. Win that header, please. Well up, Stefan. De Vries having a very good game so far, even though we've already conceded a goal. Here's Jerson. Nicely done by Perisic. Still having to be alert defensively and at our best. Oh, nicely done. Fernandes, I'm trying to get a defender to come across to me so I can figure out which way to go with a pass. Perisic in the box. Turns well. We'll look for a teammate on the edge. Bruno Fernandes. Good save by Albon Lafont. Brozovic down the line there to Perisic into Bruno Fernandes. Martinez, man in front of him and a man behind him. There's not really much he can do in that situation. Here come Fiorentina on the attack. It's on paper quite a defensive 4-3-3, but you can see from the minimap at the bottom just how many men they've thrown forward in attack here. They're very confident at home of ensuring that they give themselves the best possible opportunity of winning a game. And by doing so, they're throwing caution to the wind. They will have the opportunity here to take a set piece. Will they cause themselves some more happiness? Maybe, but Handanovic makes the save. The happiness might come from the resulting corner. Piazza to deliver. It's over Nangolan this time, but still headed away by a man in an Inter-shirt. Podence with the effort. Well held again by Handanovic. They're having a number of chances here, Fiorentina, but they aren't necessarily that hard for the keeper to save. They need to be slightly more accurate with their efforts, or make them slightly harder for the goalkeeper to make a comfortable save with. Nangolan out of his feet well. The shot blocked. Politano will keep the move alive, but he was offside. Challenge for that. Well up to Vries. Bruno Fernandes could get that under control, and Veretout finds Luis Muriel. Purple shirts are flooding forward again, and it might be to great effect. Luis Muriel played in behind. Oh, Stefan de Vries having the game of his life here right now against Fiorentina. He's been in the way time and time and time again with his head, with his chest, with his upper legs, with his shins, upper legs also known as thighs, I suppose, with his knees and his toes. Every last bit of his body has been in the way so far. Fortunately, they had already scored one, but on the counter-attack here, we might be the first side, hopefully only side, to score two. Perisic inside to Lautaro Martinez. There's Politano, and with his left foot this time, Lafont saves. It'll be 1-1 at half-time. Through there to Lautaro Martinez. That's great footwork. And Politano's in here. Politano has his second of the game. Oh, they scored after 3 minutes in the first half. We've scored after 3 minutes in the second. Yes, Matteo Politano. I would be quite happy to sign him permanently next season after his loan finishes. His 5th goal of the Serie A season. His 2nd of the evening, and hours to go in front. Jerson in there to Piazza again out wide to Daniel Podence. So they're going to equalise just as quickly as we did in the first half. If it weren't for the intervention of Samir Handanovic, they might well have done. They still could from the corner. Piazza delivers deep and Skriniar heads away. Podence forwards Muriel. Now we're in trouble on the counter-attack here. Kevin Morales off the bench. The Belgian playing in purple, not the blue of Everton now. Trying twisting and turning away from him beautifully, and Handanovic drawn into the save at his near post. I couldn't get the ball off Kevin Morales. They've had twice as many shots as us, Fiorentina, but we've scored twice as many goals. As far as I'm concerned, that is all that matters. Biraghi could get the ball inside, does to Norgard. Here's Luis Muriel. Trying not to let him inside on his right foot. And De Vries is there again. What a defender. Milan Skriniar is the highest rated, but I tell you what, he's having the best game of his Inter-career so far here, Stefan de Vries. Politano certainly having the best game of his Inter-career as well. Can we get him a hat-trick with a worldie of a third? No, we can't. Here's Benassi in there to Luis Muriel. Out wide to Amian. Good cross. Skriniar's there to head away. Perisic, please win this. Thank you. Bruno Fernandes trying to get it quickly out of his feet and couldn't. Jordan Veretout could cause us some problems here. That's a well-even effort. It's cracked off the bar. Unreal strike from Jordan Veretout. That was remarkable. What an effort. Lautaro Martinez will look for Bruno Fernandes, and as they hit the bar at one end, could we be taking the lead at the other? I don't know. He's gotten ahead of me there, Victor Hugo. I don't know. Has he really needed to actually slide for that? He could have just run away with it. Oh, it's Vitor Hugo, sorry. Look, he gets ahead of me and then slides to the ball and still misses it. Politano going off and Balde Keita coming on. I'm going to look for a ball towards the back post and maybe someone can get on the end of it. Oh, Perisic blocked off by a defender. Well defended by Fiorentina. And he lofted high. Flicked on well. Jordan Veretout had that unreal effort off the bar not long ago. Get rid of that with Handanovic. Perisic should win this header and does well, but he can't find a teammate. So Mario can't get it off Vitor Hugo either. It's to Norgard, out wide to Amiens. Need to hold on to this victory if we want to stay up with Juventus at the top of the table. But we're not going to, because Kevin Morales wins the header at the back post. Vasalco just trying to shrug his shoulders and says, what can I do? Kevin Morales dominant aerially at the back post, and Shime Vasalco, I don't know whether that's a mistake from him or whether he's just, he's got his back to the ball. Certainly a mistake from the defender. Why he's not looking at it, I've no idea. All he's doing is concentrating on Kevin Morales. He knows exactly where he is, and he still can't get there because he doesn't know where the ball is. Terrible defending from the Croatian. Absolutely diabolical defending that may well cost us the win here. Balde Keita with the delivery. Perisic, my other Croatian, trying to win a header at the back post but doesn't even challenge because he can't quite get to it. And now they're looking for a winner here, Fiorentina. Simeone off the bench. 1-2 with Podence, 1-2-3 with Daniel Podence. He's gotten past me as well. Pace, good delivery. This time Vasalco keeps his eyes on the ball and he gets to it. Why couldn't you have done that last time, mate? Balde Keita against Baraki, skips past him really well. Driving down the right-hand side. Get those legs going. Lautaro Martinez is the man in the middle. He finds only the keeper there, Balde Keita. I should have driven further infield. Shouldn't have just whipped it when I did. My mistake on that occasion. Vasalco's mistake at the back. And because of those, we aren't going to be getting ourselves all 3 points here against Fiorentina. It is one only. 3 really difficult games in today's episode. These changes in the sliders, albeit it ever so slight, have made a big difference. It's good. I'm glad. We're still a point behind Juve, but they have a game in hand and could go 4 ahead of us if they win it. The title might be getting away from us this season, but is the squad really strong enough to be challenging for the title in the first place? That's the question. I don't think so. So I'm almost glad that the title's getting away from us here in Season 1. It gives us something to work towards with the growth of the side and transfers in future seasons. Let's have a quick look through these youth prospects again. I've still forgotten to go and add those other youth guys into the training modules. 60,000, no. Go on then, at just 15. You're a certain signing. 82 to 94. We will sign you then. I'll say no to him. Definitely say no to him. No to you. And a no to you. And definitely no to you. And from Croatia, that's a potential. That's a no. No, 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 and no. Let's have a quick look then at those other 2 youngsters that we just called up, because a couple of them look really good actually. They'd be down at the bottom. Brankovic is growing really well now. Who is he? He was 525,000 was his valuation. 650 now for Matthias Bauer at right back, 5'9". He looks very promising. Very promising indeed. 82 jumping on him, but his pace is good enough to be able to stay at right back, I would like to think. And Alessandro Ferrari, 6'2", down at right back. Again, more suited to being at centre back. We've got a number of good youngsters at the club at the minute, but I'm not sure which ones to prioritise, or where even to prioritise them with regards to their training. 4 points off the top here in Serie A. It's the second leg against Dortmund in tomorrow's episode as well, and another Milan derby. This one away from home. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any further content. I'll see you next time.